Good morning and welcome to your daily reading. Today is Thursday, September 5th, 2018. And for those of you that are tuning in for the first time to my channel, we're all new here. Yesterday was the first day I put up a daily. I want to thank my friends and viewers that watched the reading and enjoyed it, commented on it. Please feel free to put comments in the comment boxes. I will not be publicly displaying your comments right away. I want to make sure that we build a community where we're all sharing positive energy together. I also wanted to clarify a little bit what I do. I am an intuitive card reader. And by that I mean it doesn't really matter what someone says the cards mean. If the message is coming through spirit, then that's the message that needs to be given when we look at the images on the cards. I have used tarot cards since I was a very young girl. I sort of understood the journey of the Fool just by looking at regular playing cards when you're going through the suits in a playing cards and you get all the way to the king and what would be the highest goal or the highest achievement. So the tarot is basically a tool for telling a story and breaking down things in our lives. So there are major events in our lives and there's minor events. There's things that happen that only have a moment's impact, but or only take a moment to happen. But just about everything that happens is in divine order in our lives. So if you're tuning in today and it's 2020, it's okay. These messages are still for you. All energy is fluid. So we want to keep this always on the note of what is coming through that we can take and use for our highest good. So with that said, I'm going to just get into our daily, and this week I'm going to use the fairy tarot cards for our reading. I'll show you what they look like. Fairy Tarot, this is the guidebook, and it's by Doreen Virtue. And then I'm going to be pulling an oracle card from Magical Messages. Now, just because my name of my channel is Fairy Wisdom, this is not only going to be about fairies. I just happen to absolutely love fairies, angels, birds, dragonflies, butterflies, anything with wings. And so I find them to be, when it comes to wings and spirit and the lightness of spirit, how feathers carry the air, how they can get up into the air, that it always has fascinated me. And probably one of the biggest dreams that mankind has always had has been to fly. We still haven't figured out how to get our bodies up into the air, but we can all load into those planes and fly, can't we? So anyway, with that said, I'm just going to get right into a reading. We're going to pull just 3 cards. And again, these are just today's energies. They're very fluid, so take them to mean whatever they mean for you, and have fun with them. And if they resonate, send your comments in, and also be sure and share. Send this video to your friends if you enjoyed it, and subscribe. If you want to get updates, then click on the bell. There's a bell icon or with YouTube, and you'll get updates. So right now I'm going to be doing dailies Monday through Friday, and we'll see where we go with this. All right, so I'm going to shuffle the cards right now. Take a minute and ask for Spirit to guide us, that the messages would come out today for the people that are here to hear them and listen, that these messages would bring news of goodness coming our way and how we can take anything and run it through spirit go to our higher self and get the lesson out of it. Everything's a lesson to start with. And then when we've learned the lesson and we move forward with that lesson, then we end up getting a blessing. So I'm having these cards are coming out. And there's the third one. All right. I'll put the cards like this. So let's see what the fairies have to talk to us about today. I love this card. The main message today, and now remember I told you there are major life events and there are minor life events. And today, this is a major life event. The card coming out is the World card. And when this card comes out, the message is that there is a success happening. Whatever it is that you've been working on, whatever it is that needed to complete a cycle, whatever it is that needed to get the job done, and it's happened. This is the World card. So today this is saying that today some of you are going to realize that something you've been struggling with that had open ends just really is no longer an issue. Actually, once it's closed, this is, I like to use the word karma. It's sort of like, this is what had to happen so that you can be done with the cycle and you don't have to repeat the lesson. So the World card is coming out as the main energy today. So let's look at the other cards that came out with this World card. And this is what this is what was coming in before today's energy completed, and this is sort of maybe the challenge that might be coming up. And then what I would say is that this closure or this world, think of it as a circle that didn't go all the way around and now it's closing. But this has to do with our thoughts. This is the Prince of Winter. And you look at this little white bear. Oh, he's cute. And there's this fairy riding on this little white, tiny little cub bear in the snow, in the cold, and moving forward. And it's like he's using this little bear as a sled, like as his little, oh, it's so cute. So this is where you've had something you were determined to do. Maybe it was even something that you had in your mind to do and you were focused on it. And now you're actually acting on it. So I'm going to put that aside for right now. Look here. He looks happy, doesn't he? Like, I am so glad to be doing this. All right. We're going to look at this third card here. Wow. Okay. So this is the Three of Winter. Okay. And in this card, this is saying that this is, for me, this card is the Holy Trinity. In threes, when you think of trinities, you think of getting all of the help you can get. is sometimes you're looking inward, and when our thoughts are needing to be sharpened and we need to get the right answers, then that is when we can call in for help. So in this card, you can see this this older gentleman, and then there's this young fairy with him. So, well, here we have a trinity, really. We have an older gentleman, an older, he almost looks like St. Nicholas, doesn't he? And then we've got this young girl, and they are traveling around. She's got her sword out. Well, I don't know if it's a sword, but it looks like kind of a sword. The truth, the light of the truth. So when we're trying to get to the answers, and you're working on, this is mental activity, the same as this one, the Prince of Winter, okay? But this guy has really gone through a lot of learning, has studied and knows where he wants to go. He's determined, and he's really ready to act on it. So he's heading out. These three are kind of collaborating together, and they're going, hey, which direction should we go? Okay. And what are we needing? What are we trying to accomplish here? And I love how that bear is just kind of looking up at her, and there's just safety. I mean, who would mess with those two? Anybody come charging in with that big bear? I mean, he looks all lovey and kind and gentle, but I think if I were going through a cold forest, I would like those two with me. If I was that little girl, she's got a wise father figure, and then she's got a strong companion in that bear who absolutely looks at her and says, hey, I'm here for you. What is it you're wanting to accomplish? So in this card, the message would probably be for you to, whatever you call God, and whatever this isn't about determining religious factors, but this is about calling upon the wisdom and what you know to be true. So this would be a good time to, you might even be consulting. Right now you're looking, you're consulting with me as we're looking at the energies around us. So it's a good time for that. So I'm just gonna set that aside, and it just says, reach out to others for comfort and love. And you will grow stronger and stronger as you do that. So today's message, kind of summed up, is that our determination, your determination, has brought you to a place of, as you move forward, you've had closure. Not just closure. This is a victorious. It's kind of like it's as good as it gets. So it's like there's nothing more to do. There's nothing left to do because you've done the work. You've made you've put in the effort. You've done the research. Let's say you're in a job and it's complicated and it's something you don't know a lot about. And I'll give you an example. Sometimes I make jokes about being challenged with technology, and so I ask my kids to do things like show me how to use my camera, and would you set up my TV and things like that. So that's the sort of thing where you're taking these two things where you have the thought and you are heading out to accomplish it, and you're getting help. Nobody's made to go it alone, and especially in the winter. Traveling in this kind of icy atmosphere of the winter. For those of you that like a traditional tarot, the winter in these cards are the swords. So these are our thoughts, which cut through all of everything. It's just crystal clear, snowy white. We can get to the bottom of it, get to the truth, and we can head out in the direction we need to go. So as we consult, then we can head out in the direction we need to go, and that will bring you a success today. So whatever it is that you're working on, it's you're gonna see some really good results today. All right, I'm going to I kind of like that. And let's look at these numbers. The court cards are always 1, so we have 1 and 21 is 22, and 3 is 25, and 2 and 5 is 7. And well, that's a number of a completion of a creative cycle. 7 days to create the earth. So today is a 7-day for you, even though it's September 5th. I think that's kind of interesting. What do they say? It took God 7 days to create the earth, and this is about the world. So every day you create a little world for yourself. There's a beginning of the day, and then there's an end of the day, and we create a world out of that time that we're conscious and up and about. And actually we're creating even when we're not conscious. When we're sleeping, resting, we're creating. So looks like a good day for creativity for you. Creativity in the realm of mental activity, because this is all, both of these are mental. The Prince of Winter and the Three of Winter. It's about our thoughts and our attitudes and how we, and coming into truth, cutting out anything that doesn't serve your highest good. It has to be for your highest good. So that's how the winter is. Because if you don't have your needs met and the winter comes and your highest good isn't all there for you, you could freeze out right there. This is not this is not a place you want to get stuck with things that don't serve you. You just can't. You can't travel heavy in the winter. You need to have your warm clothing on. You need to be prepared for the journey. All right. So now we're going to just pull out one fairy message, magical messages from the fairies. I don't know if I showed you this, but I'll show you again. Messages from the fairies. These are little magical messages. Yesterday the message came out to dietary change, but I don't go into that telling people what they should eat or what they should do, because I don't like to be told that. But I showed you yesterday my coffee cup, and I'm going to show you my coffee cup today because I love this. This was hand painted in South America. It's a PEFI. It's called PEFI, and I got this at Starbucks years ago, and they were only so many made, and so look at this gorgeous cup. So if you don't have your coffee, I'm sorry. Next time, put it on pause. Go get your coffee so we can share it in the morning together. All right. Let me shuffle these a little bit. Oh, I don't even need to shuffle. One just flipped out right away. Goes right with today's message. The World, the Prince of Winter, the Three of Winter. We've done the work. And this one, this cute little boy, it says, ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. So today is a good day to reach out to your friends if you're having any struggles, or ask the universe, God, Jesus, the angels, whatever it is that you believe in, whoever it is you pray to, ask for help today. Take the time, go into a quiet place. Look at this little guy. He's like looking, he's getting ready to blow on a, what do you call that thing? Dandelion? No. Yeah, dandelion. Remember we used to blow those and would send the little things everywhere like little wings and make a wish. So this is the time to make a wish. Wish for what you need. And it's a very good chance that if you do that, you're going to have great success, because the help will come in. All you have to do is ask and it'll show up. It's like this. I can just kind of picture this little bear coming out from the forest and meeting them on the path. And it looks like they're actually just getting introduced, doesn't it? He's saying, hey, look here. I want you to meet my daughter, or whoever she might be. So, I love these messages today. I hope you have a beautiful day. Look forward to visiting again with you tomorrow.